It's time to get onto the Nether roof, just so we can do a few things more easily, like travelling and setting up more useful farms for gold, food and other resources. I'm going to show you again, just as a refresher, how to get onto the Nether roof. But what are your thoughts on this? Being able to get onto the Nether roof. Do you do it? Do you put farms up there? Or do you prefer not to make use of the Nether roof? I don't know if this is possible on Bedrock. This might only be a Java thing. But you want to look for Bedrock at 127. Looking at this number here. You want to be looking at Bedrock that is at 127. Now you can use ladders to get right up as far as you can. And then using ender pearls you can fire one off to climb out through the block. Be sure to have the means to create another portal so you can get out, which is what I've done. I've already got a few portals linked from doing this earlier. And now we can start building some farms up here. But first, there is something else I needed to get. That is very important. Slime. A slime farm is something you really need to have. It is probably one of the most important farms because slime can make sticky pistons, which then opens up the possibility to do many more things. Built in a swamp and using mushrooms that give off light for some reason, you prevent all of the hostile spawns. The slimes are then attracted to the iron golem and broken down by powdered snow before being processed on the campfire. It did not take too long at all to get a full chest of slime balls, and that will do for me for a good while. Just remember that the moon phase influences spawns. And after that, the first thing I set up with the help of slime was a moss farm, because moss is great. Though this farm I actually don't really like that much, and it had a few problems that needed fixing for it to work. So I'm likely going to take this back down and build something different. But in the meantime, while it is here, I'm going to run it to get a big stockpile of mossy goodness. Now to the Nether roof farms. A hoglin farm is very simple. You just need to build it in a crimson forest, because that is where they spawn. You can use warp fungus to scare them towards the kill chamber. And also be sure to use appropriate light levels to prevent other spawns. Which I haven't completely done, but it's fine. Hoglins themselves don't care how bright it is. The gold farm, I just wanted to build one big platform, so we have used this one here. And using a turtle egg to attract pigmen, an iron golem can then hit them, which leads to all the other pigmen being aggroed. It works out to be an XP farm as well because of this, and a pretty good one as well. This farm didn't have a collection system, so I put together my own here trying to work out how redstone works. And finally, a piglin bartering setup is almost ready. I just need to wrangle together piglins to barter with. We are kinda close to the Crimson Forest area where I can get some, and it's just a matter of annoying them with my lack of gold so they'll chase me. We have 24 in there, and this machine spits out 24 gold for them to give us items for. And right there we have made huge strides towards getting the world set up to just create and build and have a good time. There is still much to do, but maybe we can start to focus on making things look nice instead of building naked farms. And with that said, let me just show you around here real quick. Some of the progress of the build here, because we've added more wheat fields, as you can see. Added the wheat fields into the gaps. We've also got like a tree there. I want to make some trees. I need to go back into making trees. It's been a while, and I'm not sure I'm happy with that. I don't know what I want to do with making trees, but we made a custom tree. We've got a cart here, and we're just adding a few details as well around the place. A few boxes there in the gap. Got a well here as well. I made a well to be in the middle of all this as well. Just filling in the gaps so it's not so empty. Just adding more details to this. And the farms also go around to here. We've also got a little pond. Got a little pond here as well, which I think turned out quite nice. This just goes to a little hidey hole here to keep some storage for build materials and all that sort of stuff. So just starting to build up the farm area a bit more. I guess we'll go and get the aerial view as well, so we can have a good look at how it's looking right now. Just adding a bit more to it. There's still a bit more to do. Add more of the wheat fields and other farms and stuff and other little builds and decoration, but that's how it's turning out right now. There's a bit more of progress of what we've been doing here. That's what I've been up to. So we've got the Nether farms and also doing a bit more of the builds here. And that's a wrap so far.